Now let's go through and actually set up a full screen signup unit. So again, go to create signup flow. We're going to design it ourselves, and we're going to name it, let's name it test. And the full screen on desktop and the full screen on mobile are relatively similar. You're just dealing with different sizing requirements and constraints. But there is one key difference between desktop and mobile signup. On mobile, you're going to want to use what's called as tap to join or tap to subscribe. And so the difference is, if I were to go through the desktop full screen setup, you'll see for the SMS signup, I actually have to enter my mobile number here. And then I'll get a text that makes me confirm that I actually did in fact want to sign up. Whereas on the mobile, whether it's full screen or partial or spin to win, you'll see for SMS, I have this get 10% off now button. So on my mobile device, if I were to click that, it's going to pop up my text message thread to my company's phone number or short code, and then I will press send on the message that's pre-populated, and that'll automatically opt me into the flow, and then I'll start receiving the welcome series. So on mobile, the opt-in process is a little bit more seamless because you don't actually have to manually type in your phone number in order to get in. But jumping back to the actual design, look and feel of the page itself. So you have your page styles. You can change headlines, the legal language, the email field, your continue button, and then also your dismiss button as well. So headlines would be unlock, 10% off your order. And you can change the sizing, you can change the color, you can change the font. You can upload custom fonts as well into Attentive. Now, what Attentive's UI will not let you do is hide text. So if I were to, let's say, change this to black, I'm going to get this warning, just to make sure that my text is visible by using dark text with a light background or light text with a dark background. So I'll turn that back to white. Then I can also change like the color of my CTA if I wanted to. I can change all of the language as well, and then also the dismiss button too. So whether or not you want to have this down here and what you want it to say, and the styling as well. Whether you want to do custom, you want to fill it, and those are really the main ways that you can customize this particular section. But in brand styles, this is where you can add a logo as well. So I could upload, let's find the Electriq logo. I could upload our Electriq logo up here, and change the background to white so that you can see it. And then I can change the height on it. Now we'll take it back, and I will show you the image upload. So if I wanted to have a full background on this, I could do, let's just throw in a zoom background here. And now the background that I uploaded is showing up here. And so typically what you would do here is you would upload some sort of a lifestyle image. And I'll add this image of a bathroom here that I have. And so this is how you can start to build out your own customized sort of look and feel of your mobile sign up pop-up. And then you can also choose whether or not you want it to float. So you see there's some padding here in between the sides, or if you want full bleed. And full bleed, which is truly like full screen, whereas floating is you still can see a little bit of the back of the website. And then you can even do things like rounded corners. So if I wanted to round the corners on my input boxes, basically anything that you see on this can be customized. The only guardrails that Attentive puts in place is to make sure that things are actually visible. So next we'll save and continue. Now, this pop-up is horrifically ugly, so I hope you have some better design skills than me here. But next is where you'll assign an offer as well as what journey you want it to go into. So typically for your sign up units, you're entering people into a welcome flow. So you'd build out your welcome flow in your journeys here, and then you'd go associate it with a sign up unit. So here you can see that this journey actually requires an offer because the journey itself references a discount offer. So we can go ahead and add in, let's say, free shipping welcome flow. And offers is something we'll go over later on how to set up, but those are built out in here. Then I save and continue. When should the sign up unit appear? Immediately. And then we can also specify whether it will show based on what URL it contains, whether it's through a certain UTM parameter, what the referrer domain is. You can also set criteria like user has visited the site 5 times or more, and then hide the sign up unit if any of these criteria are met. So this is really nice if you want to hide your sign up unit from all traffic coming from Facebook, for example. So you would come in here and say, well, actually, I want to hide anything that has Facebook. And by default, we're hiding anything where the UTM source is attentive. So if anybody clicks through on an SMS link from you, there is no chance that they're going to get shown these pop-ups because we're already making sure that it's hidden based off of the UTM source. Then you can test the URL that you want it to show up on your site. Save and continue, review it. You can view the sign-up flow, and then it'll be live and up and running on your website. So those are the basic steps to setting up a sign-up unit, specifically the full screen sign-up units. And typically on mobile, we're using full screen. Desktop, we tend to shy away from it. We know that it allegedly has a higher conversion rate, but as a customer or a visitor to a website, nothing is more annoying than seeing that full screen desktop pop up. And so we've done some testing in the past and don't notice a substantial difference in the conversion rate. So we've opted to go with the better customer experience typically and not do full screen for desktop. But that is essentially how you set up sign up units in a nutshell. We'll go over how to set up offers in a later video and then dig into some of the other sign up unit opportunities that are available for you in the Attentive platform.